Gosh.
Yeah.
What's up? Long time no see, I swear. It's been a minute. It's been like what?
Days. But for y'all,
it's been a while. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. You haven't seen Mentali-Tea since January.
I know.
January. Well, we kicked in the new year and now we're kicking into spring. So, you know.
We've been a little busy. We've been a lot busy, actually.
You think?
I mean, we already knew Angel was a celebrity because of the podcast, but she's a celebrity. I'm going there because listen, Southwest Airlines, shout out to them. They let her sit in the pilot seat. They treated her with like red carpet service, gave her this nice little certificate. Still wishing they had given her a free airline ticket to
I was about to say, I still had to pay.
But they treated her like royalty.
They absolutely did. And they'll get another chance to do that in less than 2 weeks. So.
And where are you going this time?
I will be headed to Phoenix. I haven't even posted about it yet. So you're getting the exclusive. But I'll be headed to Phoenix. I will hopefully be meeting with some mental health and suicide prevention advocates there. But I'm already scheduled to bake cookies at Ronald McDonald House in Phoenix, Arizona.
Doesn't surprise me.
I'm going to go bake cookies in Phoenix. But hopefully I'll have 2 meetings in between that time. So you'll see.
You could probably bake the cookies outside. It'll be hot enough.
It better not be that hot. not
I lived out there for 8 years. Chances are it's going to be more.
Week and a half? No.
You never know.
But I'll get a chance to soak in some Southwest love on the way to Phoenix. Back to Atlanta at the end of May. Utah in July, New Orleans in July.
I stay busy. Hello.
So I am. This is the most I have traveled ever in my life. I've never had more than 2 flights in the same year. So the fact that I've already been 3 places, and it's April, and there's more than 3 places on my agenda. This is
only the 4th month of the year,
right? So. This is the year of travel. So I'm excited about that. Fun fact about me: I love being in the airport.
In the airport?
I love it. I pick up all that energy. You know, people rushing, people's excitement. trying to get somewhere. I always seem to spot the reunions and folks hugging and getting off the plane, and I catch it all. I catch it all. So I love. And one would say it's probably because I'm not in the airport that often, but I get there early enough to do what I need to do and then relax. I'm literally at my gate an hour before people watching. I'm people watching. I'm watching because I'm feeling all the things, and I only pick up the good energy at the airport.
Yeah,
that's it. Going and coming, it don't matter. I only can pick up that good energy. So I love being at the airport. I love the aura of all of that. So,
well, good, and you get to do it again and again and again and again.
Yeah, and since we last saw you, you had a whole director's moment because all my friends are famous and it's never just me. What were you doing in February that you couldn't get on this podcast? Huh? Yeah.
Listen,
what were you doing?
We are going to go there because I was directing an amazing stage play for Black History Month for Dreamscape Theater, our brand new theater company, which is an extension of B-Side. And I directed the show Schoolgirls, which is the African Mean Girls play. And I have no words. All of those ladies that took that stage were beyond incredible, worked their butts off, did not waver whatsoever. They became a little family of their own, so supportive. We had such a good time. And, it's always sad when it's just the one night and then it all comes to an end, but we're floating for weeks afterwards. So it was beautiful. It was incredible. Oh, did I mention that in the midst of it all, I had surgery on my ankle?
No, you left. I was waiting on that exponential fact that you left off. You did all that amazing work directing with a boot. A scooter.
Oh yeah. Listen, I was not gonna skip a beat. And then we come to find out one of the girls had sent us a message in our group chat a few weeks later that Broadway has announced that they are going to be bringing that play to Broadway in New York. And I was like,
out of here. Wait, in New York?
Said in New York. So I said, I'd like to think that our cast had something to do with that inspiration.
Absolutely. Was it in the works before? No. So it sounds to me like Dreamscape Theaters and B-Side Studios Productions had everything to do with it coming to Broadway. But I also feel like that means I need to go to New York.
I told the girls, I'm like, that's where we'll have our cast party. We will take a field trip to New York and have a cast party and go see the show. And they are all down for that. They're like, yes, let's do it. So very exciting. Very exciting. It was a great night. And just like we were flying high for weeks after.
And so, as you should have. As you should have. That was.
And thank you for being a vendor, being one of our vendors that night. I hope you had much success. I hope people came and visit you.
There were some people that came to visit me, but more so, I saw bus loads of girls coming in from school to see this production. That was amazing. I saw people from the Divine Nine walking around, showing off their colors and coming out to support this production. I was there with my pageant crown and sash. I was the very newly crowned Miss Revolutionary Purpose World. So I was very newly crowned. I got a chance to show that off and take some pictures with some people. But yeah, that was amazing work. Shout out to B-Side and Dreamscape. Amazing work that you all do. Not just then, but every February, there's a phenomenal production that is put on by this company and these people. And
if you did not see it yet, I saw it at the same time everybody else did. My brother, Mr. Maurice Prophet. Mark your calendars for 2/26/27, February 26, 2027.
It's on my calendar. I saw it.
Mark your calendars. Make no plans other than to be at the show on that night because we had an almost sold out show this year.
Yeah.
That theater holds almost 500 people. I think we only had like maybe 30 tickets left.
Wow.
So we had an almost sold out show. So I would say mark your calendars now because next year we're going to have the same thing and it'll be sold out and then you'll be sad that you missed out because you didn't mark your calendar. So 2, 26, 27. It's a Friday. Be there and only there. And if you're not there, then we have a problem.
And that's
so it is said. So it is written.
And that's that. Well, it's already in my phone.
See? I love that. I love that.
So whether I'm in the audience or in the best view, I'm there. It's on my calendar. So
I love that. Yes. And we're always looking for vendors. So if you can't make it to the show or if you want to be a vendor, we always are open to that too. So
I love it.
Look at see Mo, I'm promoting now in April of 26 for our show in February 27. I'm always thinking ahead. I'm almost a whole damn year ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You have to. You have to. With the way you pack your schedule, you kind of have to. So it's National Volunteer Month.
Oh, God, here we go.
And I had the pleasure of interviewing my co-host, Miss Chrissy Johnston, Sunday. So less than a week ago for another podcast. And I had to point out that she is always my volunteer of the year. It doesn't matter what the month is. She's doing something. She's at somebody's school, even if they're gone. She's at somebody's church. She's in somebody's community group. Listen, I saw a post about a walk for health or mental health or something in Elk Grove Village today. And I was like, I should go out there just so I can pop in. Just so I can pop in on Chrissy. Because I will never see her if I don't pop in. And shout out to Vic, if you're watching, my partner in crime, because he always makes sure my entrances are very
grandiose. And very secretive and grandiose.
Very secretive. And nobody knows I'm coming except Vic. And it's always a huge surprise because I have to pop in on her because Miss Volunteer of the Year, okay, is always busy and doing something else and supporting somebody else and helping somebody else. And I just want to point her out for this month.
I appreciate you.
To honor my friend.
I appreciate you.
Volunteer of the Year every year. No other applications are required. Please do not submit. Don't submit any names because we're only taking this one candidate. Sorry, that's it.
The position has been filled.
This is a permanent position. It is renewed every year on April 1st. And only for her. That's all.
Right? No, I love it. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh my gosh.
What's in your teacup? We got to get to, listen, I almost did the same teacup you did, but then I found another one that I think you'll appreciate.
Well, this was the first one I could reach. I'm going to be honest. I'm drinking white grape juice.
Okay.
Out of my teacup because I did not have time in between the meeting and the podcast to go and turn on the tea kettle. Okay. I could not put water in the microwave because my microwave has not been used in probably 2 months since it was raining in my kitchen.
It was raining in your kitchen?
It was raining in my kitchen for 3 consecutive weeks. Every time it rained in the kitchen. And it was raining over the sink area. So that's where the microwave was. And we literally just unplugged the joker. Like, no, I'm not using that until things get back. So we have some unresolved issues that are going on. But my microwave has not been used, which is interesting because that means we've had to cut the oven on. And I grabbed some white grape juice. So.
Wow. Well.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
I could have grabbed a box of tea and pretended like I was drinking something hot, but this is white grape juice, and that's all I'm gonna tell you. It's not even Welch's; it's great value. So there's that. Shout out to Walmart because I don't even know the difference. Tastes the same to me. Probably came from the same exact factory.
Probably with a different label.
That's what we got. So this how my last month has gone. So in the middle of travel and
No,
awards and accolades and yeah, it was rain in my house. So
that's crazy. Wow. Okay, well,
what are you
damn.
drinking?
Wait, well, I don't have the tea bag. Well, no, I do have the tea bag with me somewhere, but I was like, I had my grandmother on my brain all day today.
Oh.
So I actually had some Persian tea
Oh.
that in tea bags that because I have a loose leaf, but I didn't have my diffuser for the loose leaf, so I had it in tea bags. So I'm drinking Persian tea, and then my coffee mug. I don't know if you've ever watched Schitt's Creek or know about Schitt's Creek. It was with
Heard of it, but never
Levy,
watched it.
Catherine O'Hara. Anyway, so Dan Levy, who is Dan Levy, David, yeah, Dan Eugene's son,
Mm-hmm.
is David Rose on the
Mm-hmm.
show. And I love his character. And so this is a mug that Vic found for me. And this is a line that he said in the show. And it says, I'm trying very hard not to connect with people right now.
Oh, cheers.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it. And I
Trying very
figured you
hard.
appreciate
Cheers
that
to
saying
you.
too, right? Okay. Thank you very much.
Trying
Cheers.
very hard. I always try very
Trying
hard.
very hard
Not
not to connect with
I
people.
too try hard not to. I
Mhm.
just told y'all earlier, I feel everything. I feel all the things, and I will feel your things, and I don't want to feel your things.
Yeah, I don't want to feel any things.
I want to feel your things. So
It's enough that I feel my own things. I don't want to feel your things either.
I feel
Listen,
enough of my things. I don't want to feel your things.
no.
And how appropriate is that segue into Sexual Assault Awareness Month?
Oh,
Um, I don't want you feeling my things either. So there's that.
oof,
We're not going
this
to
whole
feel
it just
other
hurt.
people's things this month. So yesterday was Denim Day, National Denim Day, and I popped up a post when I got back home. I threw my jacket on and went to the store, and came back and put my post up. We wear denim to remind people that what you wear should not determine how somebody treats you. It is not clothing does not mean consent.
That is so
What I
true.
wear or don't wear does not give you the right to assault me, hurt my body, touch my body. And I had I pulled up the most perfect song. The song was No. The title was No.
Is that the
No.
Megan Trainor song?
That was the Megan Trainor song. I don't need your hands all over me.
Nope.
No. And it took me right back to, and I think I was telling this story recently. Took me right back to being at the club. There was a time when we went to the club. Okay. And you could not, that was back when you danced with your girl. You went out with your girl, you danced with your girls, y'all danced, and then some dude would walk up behind you, and it's like,
Yeah. Oh God.
why is that
Why
thing
are you
touching?
inspired
Are you
touching?
kidding me? I don't need you that close. If I can feel your things, you are way too close. Come on.
Isn't that a
No.
song by
There's
Next?
no
Too close.
invitation.
Isn't that
Come
like
on, take them back
feel a
to
little
the
pull coming through on you now?
Come on. You
Back
should
that
not
up.
be that close to anybody dancing. I am dancing with my girl. I'm having a good time. We are enjoying this song. And here comes your hump.
That magic stick that I really am not about. Okay.
And that,
Listen.
yeah, and that song took me back to being at the club. And I hated going to the club. I really did. I only went because my friends were there. That's the only time I got to see my friends. I would
Yeah.
have much rather had been at the Red Lobster, having a lobsterita with the extra shot that hangs on glass, and just eat with my friends. But my friends wanted to go to the club, so I was exposed to things I did not want to be exposed to, and
Right.
having somebody walk up on you and assume that you want to be grabbed and groped and grinded on. It was one of those things that happened at the club, and then I stopped going. So I was reminded yesterday with the song choice and wearing of my denim, that it does not dictate somebody else's behavior.
It's true.
No, that's that.
My name is No. My number is No.
What's your
No.
name? What's your name? No.
No.
What's your phone number?
No.
Where do you live?
No.
Absolutely not.
You still don't get it, huh? Okay.
Yeah. So what else is April? It's National Poetry Month.
The poetry.
It was so many other things. I can't even remember all of the awareness because we were always just focused on whatever we were talking about that particular month. But yeah,
Yeah.
we had quite a few things. But I know what next month is.
I do too. I bet most of y'all know
I
what
mean,
next.
like just a few hours. In a few
Yeah, we are
hours, we're
hours
going
away.
to
Mere
kick
hours
off
away.
Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mental Health Awareness Month.
And I mean, you're here watching Mentality, so obviously you care about your mental health.
Yes. And dogs are good for your mental health.
Oh,
right?
Hello, Andy.
She's like, what? I did not consent to be
Now
part of
how I
this.
get it? How I get in it? How I get in it?
She's like,
I
didn't
love
consent
that.
to this.
I got a chance to go to the Pause volunteer appreciation
Oh, that's so fun.
last week, and hearing the statistics. You know, I'm a nerd. Hearing the statistics and how many animals have been saved just through Pause, and how many adoptions, and how many hours people volunteer, astronomical amounts of time, because there were people, they honored the top 10 volunteers for the year. Volunteer Appreciation Month, of course.
Yes.
The top volunteer had over 1,100 hours just in 2025.
That's insane.
Now I go to Pause once a month. They get a 2-hour shift out of me.
Yeah.
Every now and then there's another one, and every now and then there's another event. And I'm thinking to myself, none of that would ever equate
to 1,100
hours in 1 year. Absolutely astronomical. How does that happen?
Wow.
So shout out to all volunteers celebrating this month, whether you volunteer for Pause or NAMI or American Foundation of Suicide Prevention or Ronald McDonald House, or all those places that we go, or your kid's school, or your kid who graduated school, or the local theater or arts program,
or the school you work at.
Or the school you work at. Shout out to you. And my question for Miss Chrissy, because
here we go.
I gotta
always got questions. I love it.
Start the questions. I got to, because we I go down our little list that my race. Make sure we follow this
Yes. You're good at that.
What has helped or challenged you in the last month?
Oh, helped or challenged me?
Helped or challenged you in the last month? And I would even stretch it out and say, in this season, since spring started, what has helped or challenged you in regards to your mental health that we're going to be focused on for the month of May? What has helped or challenged you?
Challenged me has been my ankle and recovering from the surgery. 1,000%. It's like, so for those of you who don't know, I did the same injury to my other ankle back in 2021. Much worse. Injured it in a much cooler way, though, in karate class, not falling down the stairs like I did.
Much cooler. That was a much cooler.
However, 2021, we were still going through the COVID stuff, so there wasn't a lot.
We were home anyway.
Right? This time, I'm not. It's like I've been so busy. And this has just been just a hindrance. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I injured myself and then he said I had to have surgery, I'm like, I'm directing a play. I don't have time for that. It was like, I can't slow down. Like I didn't have time. So
Not only
now,
directing
like,
a play, but
well, not only that, but
working your job.
working my job. And then I just got, we just got done. I was assistant directing a play at our school, musical at our school that just had their show this last week and weekend. So now we're done with that. But like, I had to keep going. Like I couldn't stop. So that was like really hindering me, because it was like, I just want to be better. And I'm still not off of restrictions. Like I'm only 11 weeks post-op, even though it feels like a lot longer. At 12 weeks, I could finally have restrictions lifted so that I can do more in physical therapy. So I'm not even doing the max I can do in physical therapy right now.
And you got one more week.
And it's draining me. Physical therapy drains me. So, but it's just, I would say this has been the biggest thing, like, that has not been great. And then it starts to affect your mental health. Like there have been a lot of times where, like, especially when I was on my knee scooter, oh my God, that thing sucked so bad. And I fell off that thing twice. And, like you really realize how inaccessible the world is when you need the accessibility. It's really eye-opening. And it's really sad that our world is not more accessible for people of all walks of life, right?
Yeah.
But no, like it really started to affect my mental health. Like, and just, you fall into that. And as someone who already coexists with anxiety and depression and was in the seasonal depression phase, it was like more and more and more. So it was just like, okay, we're just going to have to power through this. And for the silver lining, stay glass half full. Like it's not going to be forever. Think about, you'll be done. Summer will be here. And, and stuff like that. So, but I would say this is the one, that has been the biggest one that's negatively affected me this season, year, life, Yeah. And
Yeah.
you?
I think for me, it's been shifting my mindset from trying to ration and being in a place of not having what I had a year ago, right? A year ago this time. A year ago I was working full time and would swipe my card wherever I need to go, didn't have to worry about things. But having to ration, or trying not to, when these opportunities come, I keep getting blessed with opportunities to travel. We talked about that earlier. The fact that I've never traveled that much, and even looking at price tags now, it's like I'm gonna wait till that flight go down, but I don't always have that. I don't always have that time to wait for a flight to go down. So when there's somewhere I need to go, it's like, okay, you gonna go or not? Because if I was working, I wouldn't be able to go. If I was working full time in somebody's office, I wouldn't be able to pack my bag and hop a plane. So trying to take advantage, trying to really enjoy the blessing and the freedom of having time in my schedule to do things I've never had time to do. At the same time, I'm fighting off, you need to ration, you need to save, you need to be more careful, you need to, it's like, shut up and swipe your card. So I think that's been the hardest thing, because a lot of things came at once. Like I knew last year that I was going to Seattle, but I didn't know I was going, these other 4 or 5 places that just popped up, and it's like, oh, is this what this year is? Okay, we need to transfer some more money, and I even had to dip into my IRA, and it's like, okay, you got to live. That's what it's there for, right? Okay, so it's yours. You saved it. This is probably why you had that much
Right.
thing in the first place. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's just it's been fighting that. You know, when you grew up without having a lot, um, you know, even once you get it, you holding on to it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
There's always the fear of not having enough, the
Mhm.
fear of losing what you got, and fighting that fear is hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a rich auntie and you look and dress apart.
Mm.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
Even doing that,
Yeah.
I
Because
was
you're
in.
always in the back of your mind expecting the other shoe to fall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or something else to come up, or some emergency, or
Right.
you know, something that.
Right.
And the reality is, you got it. You got it. Those type of things you have prepared for, you got it. Spend it. You got it. You can't take it with you. I was in a um, donut shop around the corner from my house, and they have amazing donuts. But every time I go in there, the price goes up, 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 and it's like,
Mm,
oh my god, the quality is there, so I'm not knocking that.
right.
But I went in there and I told her, I said, give me a half a dozen. She's like, a dozen? I said half a dozen. I said it's only for me and mama. She's like, you know, half a dozen is only, you know, this much, or it's only this much difference, you know, between the two. And here I go. I'm like, something about that math. She said, rich folks ain't gotta look up.
Oh, wow.
I was like,
Wow. Okay.
I'm trying to add the give me the dozen. Now that you have embarrassed me in front of all these people, give me the dozen. Hey,
Give
Queen
me-
Galby, welcome. Thank you for joining us. One of my
yes.
siblings with Revolutionary. Um, but yeah, she said rich folks ain't gotta look up. And I'm looking at this menu like, how much difference is the price between? Give me the dozen,
Just give me
because
the
now
yeah.
I feel bad. You know, I ate as many donuts as I could in 3 days. Oh my gosh. I'm like, let me eat them now while they fresh and they still soft, because
Right.
I'm gonna have to work this off the rest of the week. Oh my gosh. But that's the kind of mindset, you know, I'm trying to shift from that fear of not having
Yeah.
enough, of
Right.
being stranded, of being somewhere, swiping your card and it not going through. Because we've all been
Right.
there. You know,
Oh, yeah.
we swiped our card somewhere and it didn't go through.
Yep.
Um, you know, and the money might have been there, might have been the card, or you
Yeah.
some didn't hit when it was supposed to hit. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's too much. We're trying to
Right.
travel and okay, which card? I'm gonna take this card. I can use that. I got this much on this card. I got this much.
Yeah.
Come on, there's
Right.
no freedom. There's no
Right.
freedom in that, and you cannot enjoy thoroughly the experience when you're
Mhm.
doing that.
Mhm.
Margaret, hey, Queen Margaret. Ah, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. And I'm tired of saying I miss you when I can just cross the border and come find you. I miss you. So we got to fix that. We got to fix that this year. I'm going to be very intentional about looking for Margaret um, in this next couple of months. Hold me to it. I done said it publicly.
You sure did.
And that's that. Look, and we have traveled so much together in the car, going back and forth from fashion shows and charity events and spending money and eating good and all of that. Yes, I miss you. Yes, yes. Thank
No.
you. Thank you. Whew. So that was my struggle. Um,
Okay.
what's in your cup right now? What are you pouring out? What are you pouring out? Literally. You
I
getting your cup?
really hate this question because I never know how to answer this question ever.
What do you need to get rid of? Let's reword it.
Ah, let's see.
As I
What do I
sip
need to get rid
my great value juice.
of? I need to get rid of I need to get rid of thinking that I'm not enough.
Now, when did that come back?
So it, it comes and goes, it just, I don't know, like things personally, and it just makes me question. I need to stop questioning my ability as a mother. Let me
Okay.
narrow that down. I have to stop questioning my ability as a mother. I need to stop questioning just me.
Having a teenager do that to you.
Teenager and a 20-year-old. Thank you very much. It's like, it's just like I always, it things come up and then things get said and then it makes me feel like, and it's like, it starts making me think like, okay, I've tried so hard to be the mother that I needed, that I want to be, that I need, you know what I mean? That sometimes it's like, okay, did I do too much? Did I overcome? And now I've set an expectation. And now when I can't follow through on some things, then it's like,
you feel like you've been too soft.
Like I'm the worst mother on the planet. Like it feels like, okay, then you suck.
That's
and I know it's not true, but that happens. And that's what I need to pour out and know that that's not true. Because I am good. I am great. To keep telling myself that.
And an excellent mother. Yes, I've seen it.
Thank you. Yeah. So, just that. What about you? What are you pouring out?
I think I answered that.
Oh, wait. Did you?
Talking about the fear. I didn't know I was answering that. But I think
answered it ahead of time.
That fear and the shifting of the mindset, I think that would be my answer for what I need to pour out, get rid of. What are we not doing in the month of May? I am not going to sit on my couch every day and watch movies. I am going to go back to the gym.
There you go.
That's a reverse answer. What I'm going to do in May is gonna go back to the gym. I did go walking. I had a lovely walk with my buddy Mouse. And by the time I pulled up my steps, I was already at like 7,700 steps for the day. I'm like, one walk, it was literally one lap around the park. I'm like, oh, I should do that more often. I should do that more often. That was just one lap instead of 4 laps around the park I usually go to would get me the same result. One lap was the equivalent. I said, okay, we should do that more often.
Big park if it one lap.
I got to get back. I got to get back to the gym. I have with this company in my house. There's a whole lot of snacking and desserts and movie watching.
Yeah.
And I am not as mobile as I have been. But this is typically the time of year I go back to the gym anyway. I always say they're not gonna see me after November. Yeah. So we're right on track. We're right on track to get back in that pool and get back on the trail. And I gotta find a new Zumba class to go to since my teacher left in October.
The nerve.
And I saw her at a birthday party last month. That was so funny. And I was talking about my playlist and how I have to play. You have to Zumba at home is not the same, and I'm shaking everything in the house. Like these floors are not created for these moves.
They're not created for Zumba. No.
They're not created for these moves. And she said, I can send you the playlist, and I showed her what I got. She was like, you got all the bangers. I'm like, because I was in there shazamming.
Yeah.
Shazam I was in there stealing the songs. And I got a nice little playlist. That's my trap playlist. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do this month.
Yeah.
So next month,
I found out, like I realized through this whole recovery process how out of shape I am for real. Like, because when I out of surgery, I couldn't put any weight on my ankle for like 5 days. So I had a walker and I was like hopping, to get along, to get, oh my gosh. And I was like, I am out of shape. So as soon as I can get back on my
an
feet,
injury will do that to you.
I swear. So as soon as I can get back on my feet, definitely want to start hitting the gym or at least walk, as far as I can for as long as I can.
That's good.
Because it's going to take, like, while this is great, like the 3 to 6 month mark, it takes a full year to recover from this. So, I just need to.
Do you ever think you'll go back to karate?
So, funny story. I actually had thought about it over
before the injury.
Before the injury. I did. Before the injury, I thought about it. And then I'm thinking, okay, when am I really going to have time to go? And then I injured myself and God was like, let's do something a little less.
Don't put that on God now.
No, you know what? No, you know what? I truly believe, and I truly believe this with my whole heart. I truly believe I fell and injured myself so that I could slow down. Like, I think that was the force to, like, because I was just, I'm always go. And then this happened, and then it was forcing me to, like,
okay,
now you really need to slow down.
Now you have to. Well, our body will do that to us without injury, Chrissy.
Yeah.
But our body will do
clearly, I wasn't receiving the message. And so
I'll give you that.
God gave it a little extra nudge.
You're good at ignoring that message. I will give you that.
Yes. So a little nudge from the powers that be was like, oh, this will get her to sit her ass down and chill out. But yeah, so I don't know what I will not be doing. I still have the whole month of May of work. We're coming up on AP testing next week. So for the next 2 weeks, it's going to be busy. And so I'm just going to not stress, I guess. That's going to be.
You're going to do what now?
Not stress.
Not
stress.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Especially during Mental Health Awareness
Month. I'm going to breathe.
Love for you.
I'm going to breathe. I'm going to count to 10. I'm going to find my zen. That's what I'm going to do in the high stress moments so that I don't stress. That's what we're going to do for May.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
And we might be going to see Bruno Mars in the process too.
Ooh, I haven't heard that name. In quite some time. Yes. Last I heard, he was doing a residency
in Vegas.
In Vegas, yeah. I see. That was the last thing I heard about him, and I heard nothing else.
Yeah, he will be at Soldier Field for 2 nights.
Phenomenal performer.
Jasmine has been wanting to go see him, and I'm like, all right. So we're waiting because the tickets are still really expensive. But there's still lots of tickets available. But yeah, I'm gonna see how long I can wait until to see if those tickets go down just a little bit more. So yeah, so we'll be
rich folks ain't gotta look up.
Listen, I'm up.
Those words
go down.
Those words will reverberate through my brain cells the rest of the year. Okay, just order what you came to get and don't look at the price.
Oh my gosh,
something about that don't sound right, but I'm gonna practice that. Just order your food.
Just order it and just don't even
order your food. Get what you came. Get what you came for.
Exactly.
So are you doing anything special in May in In relation to the month and the awareness, are you going to be volunteering anywhere, doing anything?
I'll be honest with you. I feel like being in the high school setting, I've become, I feel, a safe adult for a lot of the students there.
You told me that. Talk about that. Talk about that.
Yeah. So our school district, I think they started this last year. It was a new thing last year. So now on when we as the staff go into their student accounts, one of the things in there says trusted adult. So students can pick trusted adults in the school. So like if they're having crisis or whatever, their counselor can look at see who's a trusted adult, maybe pull that staff member, see. Um Funnily enough, I have a student that, and then we get notified and when we're chosen as a trusted adult. So I have this one student who picked me as a trusted adult. I don't even know who she is. So I was like, okay, like I don't know her, but okay, great. I'll be her if she needs me. But outside of that, just working with the theater kids and just in that environment, um, you
I see your
know,
shirt.
oh hey, this is actually one of the songs from the show we just did. The song is called Musical. Um
How come I
anyway,
wasn't invited to that show? Anyway, go on.
I posted every day.
Child.
Y'all just had to buy the tickets. We were sold out Friday and Saturday.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, so like I just like I feel like I'm in that respect for the month, just being there for the kids that need it, just creating that safe space for them to vent, cry, laugh, whatever they need, um, you know, in that regard. So not, I really obviously can't do any walks right now or anything physical, if but I can be there to listen. I could be there to, give advice if they want, and you know, that's my contribution. And then of course, loving on dogs.
Your emotional support.
My emotional support dogs.
I love it. I love it. Andy. I love it. Margaret commented on that statement that lady told me. She said rich folks don't have to look up, but looking up to God brings blessings down.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, because that's where they're coming from. So
It's true.
yeah. So if I look up at God before I go look up at the menu, then I am guaranteed guaranteed to be able to pay for this order. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna, that's how I'm gonna.
Oh, I love it.
Um
What about you? You already said, right?
so this Sunday I will be volunteering at the NAMI Chicagoland Walk. So
I
NAMI
love that.
National Alliance on Mental Illness. Their walk is on the lakefront Sunday. And I knew, because I haven't been walking a 5K nowhere, I knew that this probably wasn't the time I wanted to jump in and try to go walk 3.1666666 miles. So I volunteered to help in registration. So I will be at Walker Check-In, checking in the walkers. I did make a donation to my own team. So so I'll be picking up my shirt. Picking up my shirt that morning and volunteering before the walk starts and as they break down tables and things. So I'll be doing that this Sunday, which is the 3rd. Yes, Sunday is the 3rd. So that is at Jackson Park Harbor. So over there, right by the lake, before you get to the museums, right by the Golden Lady. If you're in Chicago, you know where the Golden Lady is. That's where we'll be on Saturday. So if anybody wants to join the NAMI walk, come on.
Yeah.
please come on down.
I think we did an
But
epilepsy walk there once.
yeah,
Yeah.
they did this walk in October. Yeah, because the AFSP was in September, and then the following week the walk for NAMI was in October, first week of October. So I was surprised to see it in May, but it makes more sense for it to be in May. But I was there. I was there when they did that walk, and they had food trucks lined up. They had resource tables all over the place. They
Nice.
had they had DJ, they had music. The guy who was teaching the dances, was teaching them how to footwork in the park. And it's the same guy that used to come to Boys and Girls Club when I was there. And we would teach the kids how to do footwork. So that was pretty
I
cool
love that.
to see him. I walked right up on him, like, I know this voice because I'm so used to you giving instruction. I walked
Yeah.
right up on him. So that was pretty cool. So I look forward to that on Sunday. And then the 13th is when I leave for Phoenix. So the 14th is when I'll be around the McDonald House, baking cookies in
Okay.
Phoenix, Arizona.
I
And
love that.
hopefully I'll get a chance to meet with chapter members from NAMI, Arizona, and AFSP, Arizona. So that is the plan. I've already reached out to try to set up meetings while I'm there. Because, I can't just go one place for one thing. I have to do all the things.
Of course. That's just how you roll.
To do all the things, and my
How about
friend is doing a pageant in Utah and asked me to go along for support. So I got to do something else.
They need their support angel. So
got to do something else. So when I get to Utah, I'm gonna be reaching out to Ronald McDonald House and NAMI and AFSP when I get to Utah. So every time I go, these are my places. Paul's is only in Chicago, so everywhere else I go,
man,
that's what I'm doing.
I love it. I love that.
So,
what's next on the list? You always have the good running list.
I do have the running list. Self-care tip. You want to leave the people, and we can leave the people.
Listen, I'm very passionate about this right now. I got the finger up in everything. I am, number one, I am so tired of when I'm driving by and I see people walking either with their dogs or by themselves or with friends or whatever, and they are in their freaking phones.
Ooh.
You are out on a walk. You can disconnect for 20 minutes or whatever it is and take in the nature around you. Breathe in the fresh air. Take a moment. But it aggravates me. Like you're on a walk and you're on your phone. Why? Disconnect. If you're listening to music, that's one thing. That's you just hit play and then you put it away and then you got the music. But when I be scrolling, especially when I see people walking their dogs, there's this one lady that walks with her dog. I swear she does not look up at all. Just like I'm just like, I can't. So if you're outside, enjoy nature. Enjoy the fresh air. Take it all in. Reset, recharge. Put the phone away. Disconnect. It's possible. I promise. I promise. Because the more connected you are to that digital device, the worse this is going to get. Your mental health. And I think that's my thing. And just disconnect because it's a big pet peeve when I see people doing that. Like, just be lucky you have 2 feet to walk on too at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Some of us don't have that luxury at the moment, so that is my tip. That is my tip.
I love it. I love it. I love it. My tip would be, and we've had a few days in the last month where it was 70, 75, 80, 85 degrees to kind of come and go. But May starts tomorrow. My tip is for you to get ahead of your hydration before it gets hot.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Before we get another 85-degree day and you find out that you are severely dehydrated.
Yeah.
Get a head start You know how we try to drink a gallon of water in the summer? Start up in your water intake as
Yeah.
the temperature goes up. Do not wait until it's 90 degrees to pull
Yeah.
that gallon of water out that you ain't used since September. Okay. Start up in your water intake so that your body gets used to regular hydration levels, because we've been sitting in the house all winter and
So true.
we have not been drinking a gallon of water a day. We
Oh,
haven't.
I
I'm
definitely not.
speaking for everybody. We have not
No, we have not.
been drinking a gallon of water every day.
No, not even
Start
close.
now, and invest in some supplements if you need that. I
Mhm.
started using Cure. It's called Cure, Cure.
Mhm.
They're little drink packets, electrolytes. If you drink Grady Ray, Powerade, great, whatever. This is all natural.
Mhm.
Um, but I learned I can throw them in my Herbalife shakes.
Oh,
I
okay.
just try to match up the flavor as close as close as I can.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so if I'm drinking orange cream, I can throw the blood orange in there with
There you
my
go.
orange emergency. Oh, everything's going in a shake now.
Everything's
I can
citrus.
I can do that. We can kick off the day and we're gonna take our vitamins at the same time. And if we don't eat nothing else, we we are hydrated for the day. And
Um,
we've had our nutrients.
there you
But
go.
also, if you mix the watermelon, if you mix the kiwi watermelon with the kiwi watermelon emergency and some ice cold water, you might think it's Kool-Aid.
Oh,
I'm not saying it is. You might, if you squint your eye and it is ice cold, you might think it's Kool-Aid, or at the very least, Crystal Light. You know, you might think, yeah, 40 ounces. Yes, that can be a struggle. And I have this is 24.
yeah.
This is
Oh, yeah.
24. I usually have
Yes,
the
it is.
bigger one is 40. And when it's warm, I knock out two of those a day and might start this one too. Or
Yeah, this one's
this will go to bed with me overnight and in the
yeah,
morning I finish it. I've been drinking this all day. 24 ounces. I've
24 ounces.
been drinking this all day. In addition to my great value white grape juice. I had some cranberry juice earlier too. So I
Yeah,
had cranberry juice with my lunch.
yeah,
But yeah, it is a struggle. When it's cold, we don't want to drink cold stuff. We want
right,
warm stuff. But if you
right.
gotta do that, then get some tea. If you
Yeah,
get a cup of tea, you know you're gonna get at least 12 ounces of water.
yeah.
If you start your day with tea and end your day with tea, that's 24 ounces.
Decaf tea.
Oh, absolutely.
The caffeine's gonna dehydrate you.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
decaf
Good
tea.
point. Good point. But if you start and end your day with a cup of tea, you got 24 ounces of water right there in addition to something else. If you can if you can get 40 in, you can up it to 60, by the end of the month. So
Yep.
work on that now before it gets hot and
Yeah.
you find yourself in an ER hooked up to an IV. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. We're not looking for, we don't want that.
Work
No.
on that now so that you are not passed out somewhere in somebody's Zumba class because you have sweated out all of the water you had in your body. Work on that now. Work on that now. I don't want to see you on the news. No,
No. No, thank you.
no, no. And you don't want another doctor's bill. So let's do that. And you don't want your joints aching and cramping up because hydration does more than just
Oh yeah.
keep your body clean.
That is
It's
so
good for your muscles because we're about to be walking more and way more active because it's warm. And when your knees don't have proper, your knees haven't been properly
true.
watered, you gotta water your knees.
You
Hashtag
gotta
water your knees.
hashtag water your teas.
Water your knees.
Oh my
Yes, let's work on that. We're gonna water our knees. So when we see you in May, I'm hoping we'll see you in May. When we see you in May, we're gonna see how well we have watered our knees. And if we have put that phone down when we go for a walk, hmm we're gonna report
Put
back.
down the phone, pick up the bottle of water.
Yeah.
If you need something in your hand, get your bottle of water right there.
And stop looking up.
That's how
because rich folks ain't got to look
Oh,
up. But they do got to look up
yeah.
to the Lord.
Oh my goodness.
And that's it.
And that's all.
Love you.
Yes. So welcome into
Mental
Health Awareness Month.
Season 5, episode 1. It's been 5 years, y'all.
Get out of town. Has it really?
We are starting year 5. Season 5.
That's crazy. See?
No, this is 5 years. It's been 5 years. So technically we're starting year 6. This is season 5 means we're starting year 6, right? Because it was a year and then 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are, yes.
Wow. Look at that.
I love it.
I love that too. I love that.
I love it.
But we will keep y'all posted for our next episode. Keep your eyes peeled. Drink your water.
Mind your business.
Connect.
Hydrate. Moisturize your face.
Yes.
And water your knees.
Water your knees. Water those mega knees.
And we'll see you in May.
Bye.